2, 1.
This video is going to show you how you can create a Google Doc and how you can use some of the basic features of a Google Doc. So I'm going to start out in my Google Drive. And to get to Google Drive, go to google.com and then look up here for the apps button. If you're signed in, make sure you sign into your account. Look for the apps button and then go to your Google Drive. I like to start at my Google Drive so that anything I create is going to go straight in there. If I come up here and I start at Google Docs, I can, but then I have to make sure I put it in the right folder. So I'm going to start in my Drive. I'm going to start in the right folder. So I opened up my folder called Extras. I found my folder over here, opened it up. It's called Extras. This is just an extra little file I'm going to make. And then I want to create my document. I'm going to click New, and then I'm going to go to Google Docs. Notice here by Google Docs, there's this little arrow, and you see blank document or from a template. I could start from a template that they've already created for my Google Doc. Or I could start a blank document. If you're new to Google Docs and you want to see some things you can do, or if you want to see if they have one already started for you to save you some time, go to template. For today, I'm going to open up blank document so you can see how to do this from scratch, and you can see how you can do some of the basic features on your own instead of having someone else have that done for you already. So as it's opening here, the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to think of what title I want for my document, because the first thing you always need to type on here is your title. Give it a heading. What's it about? What is this document's name going to be? If you type it down here first, I'm going to show you this once it loads. I'm going to call mine sample document, and I type it down here first because it saves me a step. I love how Google always helps you out with some steps. So I typed it there. I like to center it. I like to put it in the middle if it's my title. And then if I come up here where it says untitled document, now that I have a title here, all I have to do is click in here and it automatically pulls what I've typed first. So that's why you need your title here. I didn't have to retype it up here. I just clicked and it pulled it. If you mess up, you can retype it. Like if you start typing your directions first for your worksheet or your assignment or your rubric, whatever you're creating, you can always come retype this. But I always try to get the heading or the title on here first. I can hit enter and go down, and then I could put maybe the author, who's writing this. Okay, I can type those things out. So now that I've got a couple things typed, I want to show you some things you can do with the text. So I'm going to click on my Chromebook, click, drag across. I like to click and hold with one finger on one hand in the lower left corner, and then drag across with the other, with my finger on my right hand. So left hand clicks and holds, right hand drags across. It's easier for me than trying to do clicking and dragging all with one hand. So here's some things now that I can change about this. I have this selected. So this here, of course, is the font. So I can pick a font. I really like this one for some reason, Rock Salt. If it's my heading, I might want to make it bigger than the rest of the document. So I can make that bigger. I can make it bold. I can make it italics. I can underline it. And then here, I can change the color. Notice there's a couple of settings on here. I can change the color of my text, so maybe I want it to be red, but then I'm going to come back up here again, and maybe I want to highlight it. I really want it to stand out. I'm going to highlight it yellow. Okay, I'm going to click off of it so you can see how that looks. I really want that to stand out. I'm going to come back on here again and show you something else with the color. Click back up here. I can do a custom color, and I can choose just about any color I want. And then maybe I want a yellow, but I want a different version of yellow. I want a blackish yellow. I can drag this down and pick any color. Okay, so you got lots of options for colors there. Maybe I want to link this document to another file or to a video or a website. I can come up here and insert link. So I would want to go out and find my link. Okay, or I could find more here. Go find your link, copy your link address, paste it in here, and then it's going to link those words to whatever you put in there, whatever website. So then if you send this to students, they just have to click on it. You could put the word link. They'll click on the word link. Okay, some more things you can do. Here's comments if you want to add comments on the side. If you're checking over someone else's document, grading a student's paper or something, proofreading for someone else, add comments to the side. If you don't want to mess up their actual document, just type some comments over here. Hey, go back and check this line. You missed something. Find your mistake. Okay, here's how you align it. You can left align, you can center it, you can right align, or justify. You can change the spacing. So I could do single, 1.15, 1.5 double, and then I can do some more custom things with spacing as well. I can add a numbered list, and I've got some options. So if I'm doing an outline, I could do numbers and letters. I could do big letters, little letters, lots of different things there. Okay, I can do bullets, and I like that it's got a few options for bullets. If you're doing a list of something that you might need to check off, these are really good because they leave a box that you can put check marks in. So those are some of the basic things that you can do with the text in a document. Up here, you have more options of things that you can do. So start exploring with these. Oh, and I didn't show you. This is print. This here, I always tell my keyboarding students, this is my very favorite button. This is undo. So if I do something that I don't like that I did it, I made a mistake, it was an accident, or just didn't turn out, I can click undo. So if you'll watch this, I'm going to click undo. And it's going to take away my highlighting. I don't really like the red. It's going to take away the red. So undo is my favorite button. Ooh, maybe I did like the red. Click forward and it's going to put that back. Okay, so up here, you've got some more options. File, there's all kinds of things under file. Let's say you want to change the margins, the size of the margins. I like to minimize it because I like to use as much space on the paper as I can. That's under page setup. So if you click page setup, I like to do like 0.6 for everything just because I don't like to have such a big space wasted, not much on it. And then it's going to shrink it down and you're not going to have as much around the edges. Your text will start closer to it. If it's not going to be printed, you could shrink it down to 0.2. You could make it pretty small. If it's something printed, sometimes it doesn't print real nice around the edges if you leave too much extra there. Okay, here's some more things. Here's some more under edit. View, you've got some different options under view. Insert, here's some biggies. Some more things you might want to do. If you want to insert a picture, an image, you go here. Here's another way to insert a link, an equation. You can insert a drawing into a document. So you can make a Google drawing, put it in your document. You could insert a chart. You could insert a table. I use this a lot. I put tables in there a lot to clean it up, to make it look good, to keep it organized. I do documents for rubrics a lot for projects. So table I insert a whole lot. Special characters. If you need things like a degrees symbol or squared button or squared number, there's a lot of different options under the special characters. Horizontal line, you can make a line, you can do a page break, header, footer. There's lots of things under insert that I use quite a bit. Under format, you'll notice that a lot of these are the things you have across the top here. There's a few extras. You can do a strike through, superscript, subscript. I can, again, change the font size, my paragraph styles. There's some different things here, some things that are kind of set up for you already. Aligning, line spacing. I can make columns. Here's 1, 2, 3 or more options. List, numbered list, you got some different options there. Bulleted list, okay. So lots of things under format I use a lot as well. Tools, here's a few different things under tools. I don't use this stuff as much, but if you need like a word count, if you want to use voice typing, you don't have to type it. You want to just be able to say it and it help you out. Spell check, which sometimes it kind of does that for you automatically. Again, here's table. You can do that from insert or from table. And then add-ons, that's kind of more advanced stuff that you can do with it. But that is Google Docs basics. Some basic things you need to know for creating a good Google Doc. Play around with it. Best way to learn is to just try it all out yourself. Good luck.